Hi guys, in today's review we'll be looking at this rolling stock from Sheldon and the National Rail Museum, and this is a salt van souvenir wagon and it's made for them by Dapol. The product code you need for this is LM004, and if you're not guessed, this is the fourth one in the line that I've done in the past, and I paid £17.50 for this. There's no era, it was released during the summer of 2023. So let's get into review and see if it's worth the money and are Dapol wagons any good still. So here goes, shall we? Starting off at the front or the back of this wagon, we do have a coupling already applied. We also have some plastic unsprung buffers. The buffer beam and the buffers themselves are in black. We also have a moulded on hook as well. We also have some support beams for the wagon itself, as well in blue, you can see that. As we move on up, support beams carry on up as well. We have some riveting going on at the sides and in the centre. I believe it has a wood effect, but this is blue, so you're not going to really see the wood effect going on. Then in the centre, near the triangle bit, I think we have a lamp iron or something there. There's something separately moulded on there, which I've not seen before on any of my other wagons of this style. And then we have the roof. So on the side, we do have it in this blue, Caledonian blue style livery. It does have the running number, which is the year, so it's 2023-24. That is great. Then we have the two museums, which is the National Rail Museum on one side, then on the other side we have locomotion models, or locomotion here. In the centre, we look like we have possibly some separately applied metal handrails. I don't think the doors are separately applied when they're moulding, but it's a nice touch to have the metal handrails. Then we have some more small writing, which basically is telling you where it runs between, which is the two museums. And that says, to be run between York and Sheldon only, which is a great touch. There are two museums that this represents, and I think it's great. We also have a few rivets and a wood effect going on as well. Down below we have some axle work and some handbrakes as well. We also have some metal wheels. As we do an aerial view now, there's not really much to look at on this aerial view. It's quite crisp and clean. There's no wood paneling going on. I think it could possibly be steel, but very smooth. And it's in grey, that's about it really. And finally, let's do an underneath look at this wagon. Like I said before, the wheels are metal and they are free rolling. Hopefully there'll be a video cut now of them rolling. Quite smooth. We do have the Dapol style coupling. These ones don't seem to be as bad as the others. They're not drooping or anything like that, and everything's intact, which is great. There's not much framework going on. We can see at least 4 clips, one at each corner, of how the shell puts on. I do believe this shell and the tooling, it goes back to the 00 days, I believe. We have a screw in the centre. It tells you it's made in Wales and it's Dapol Limited. And that's really about it. You can also see the plastic buffers at either end. So yeah guys, that's the end of the review and the running session. Before I give my opinion on this Dapol model for the NRM, the loco that was pulling this tiny train was the Rapido Lion in 1980s condition. Simply because it's a preserved locomotive and it doesn't look too bad with a small train. The wagons themselves are in order that they came out. So you had the vent van, the 6-wheel tanker, I think it's a 5-plank wagon with a coal load, and then you've got the blue one which is out now, the salt wagon, which is the current one. At the end, I haven't got a preserved brake van, or they haven't released one in this collection, so I just used the Rapido Toad. Maybe it's a throwback to the Titfield Thunderbolt film, I don't know. So my opinion on the model itself and Dapol, I've got to be really careful what I say here. The model itself is fine, it's fantastic, crisply printed, nice metal handrails in the centre there, I believe. The money goes to the museum, which I don't mind paying £17.50. Yeah, okay, the tooling's a little old. Maybe the NRM can look at someone like Oxford Rail, who are a little bit cheaper. It's just my opinion. As for the Dapol tooling or Dapol rolling stock in general, I am sorry, I don't like your rolling stock. As you can tell on this, between the blue wagon and yellow wagon, the coupling is missing, or the coupling hook is missing off the blue wagon. Some point it got lost or fell off from me moving it from one side of my bedroom where I record to the board, which is no more than 2 meters, and I can't find it. There's another 1 or 2 in the range that have no couplings because they just fall off. The coupling hooks just fall off. I hate them. The amount of outtakes I did for this video is unbelievable. The guards van, because I had the blue truck the other way around, the guards van kept derailing about here, and I was swearing like Gordon Ramsay. Also, the coupling pocket, or the hole that the couplings go through, they have a mind of their own. You go to couple them up and they just move out the way. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if Dapol need to look at these or retool them or something. I hate running Dapol rolling stock. I hate buying Dapol rolling stock. There's some fantastic looking Dapol rolling stock out there that I would like to have in my fleet or my collection, but the couplings simply put me off. I hate these couplings. Also, as I'm on a little bit of a tear here, the P&P for this model, this salt wagon, is £7.50, which I think is a little steep. I believe I said it in most of my reviews of this stuff. £7.50 for postage is a little high this day and age, where most of them can do it for £3 or whatever. If you want people to donate to your thing, just up the price of the wagon just a little bit more to keep the P&P down. That's all you got to do. I do find your P&P a little bit greedy. So overall, including VAT, it was £25 for this wagon. I mean, yeah, it's a little high once you've taken all the other stuff, the VAT, the delivery cost. It's a little high. I understand the £17.50 goes to the museum to help for the upkeep. I get that. That's why I keep buying them. But there's part of me now thinking, no, your pricing is a little bit high. Just simply because of your P&P. That's all it is. I do look forward to any other announcements they have. I know they've announced this year an N-gauge one and an O-gauge one for the first time, I believe. They look fantastic. But like I said, in this, the couplings, I hate the couplings that keep falling off, and your P&P is a little high. If you really want one brand new, go out and buy it. But if you can wait, you might get them a little bit cheaper with a few things missing on the second-hand market. That's all I've got to say, but it does look nice in this train. Anyway guys, sorry about the rant. Hopefully I'll see you in the next review, so please take care and goodbye.